Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for this nice sculpt and stretch class. I'm Brittany and we will be going through this together. It's going to feel good. So let's start with our legs just straight in front of us. Okay, sitting up on your sit bones nice and tall. Just let's roll the shoulders a couple times. You're going to just go up and back with the shoulders. And then let's take our arms straight forward, palms facing one another, and you're going to reach the fingertips forward to protract the shoulder blades. And then I want you to pinch the blades together and retract. And reaching forward, protract. The shoulders can be a bit round here. And then we retract. Once more. Reaching and retracting. Now we're going to protract and reach forward all in one. So I'm not worried so much about the hamstring stretching. I'm really trying to scoop out my belly and allow my back to get into a full spinal curve. And then lengthen back up. We're going to drop the hands behind you and lift up to extension. And we'll do that again. So the arms coming forward, rounding the back, diving over the legs. Hands behind and lift. One more, round. And then we lift. And then we reset. So open up those legs towards the corners of your mat. Okay, we're gonna take our arms out like a T and just go ahead and turn like we're doing that saw. This time, rather than trying to cut the little toe off, we're gonna grab on the edge of the foot instead and pull our head and chest down towards the leg. And then let your body stack back up. And we rotate and reach. So you get a nice stretch across the shoulder here. And then we come all the way up. Go ahead and bend the knees. Just hold the backs of the thighs. I want you to round your back as you roll backward. And then straighten the spine, drop the shoulders, go into a little bit of extension. Again, rounding as we roll back. And then extending as you come up. One more time, round. And then roll. All right, we're going all the way down onto our backs now. And lie down here. We're gonna allow the right leg to fall open. Push the leg to straight, rotate it in and drag it home. Fall open, straight, rotate in and back. One more. Open, straight, rotate in and back. Now same leg. Internal rotation, straight, turn it out, and back. Rotate inwardly, straighten the leg. Externally rotate, bring it back. One more. In, straight, out, and back. Changing legs. Out, straight, rotate in, return, out, straight, in, and one more time. Out, straight, in, and back. Same leg reversing. Inward and straight, turn it out, bring it home. In, straighten, out. One more please. In, straight, out, and back. All right, now we've got our feet close into our bottoms here. I want you to imprint and then release. So I'm kind of overdoing it here. I'm squeezing my glutes here a little bit to really force my lower back into a flattened curve. And then we're gonna go through that. So go through that imprint, keep squeezing with the hips and rise to bridge. I'm gonna press my arms down strongly into the floor to get a stretch across the chest and shoulder. And then curve from the top to your bottom and release the pelvis at the finish. Resume, you're gonna curl under with that exhale, rising up to bridge, hold. And then slow rolling it down. Let's get one more of these. Tuck and lift, stay, and slow rolling it down. Bend the knees in. Go ahead and just grab them in towards your chest and get a little side to side here. Let's go right into a happy baby because it just feels so magical. Grab the instep of the foot. I'm going to really bend my knees in towards my underarms. My feet are about the width of the mat, and now I'm going side to side here, rolling all over the lower back. Don't forget this one. This is a nice low back stretch. If you spend a lot of time seated, it's a great way to just sort of work out any little kinks in your lower back. All right, so I'm gonna grab behind my knees and I'm gonna begin rocking forward and backward. And then come all the way up and pause at the top. So I'm seated just behind the sit bones and I'm gonna roll backward and then up. This is your rolling like a ball, back and forward. Now, the tighter that you bend your knees in towards the body, the harder that it will be. So you have the option of placing your hands near the ankles instead and keeping a nice tight curve of your body. Let's get 3 more. And 1 more. Good. Go ahead and put the feet down. We're gonna scoop and bring it forward into the half rollbacks. Tuck the hips under, come forward, tuck. So you only need to get back to a spot where you're feeling it pulling across the abs. Doesn't have to be pure torture, okay? We just need a little connection there. We're gonna take it back and stay. Now take one hip, twist it, back to the center. Other hip, twist. So my knees are sort of shifting forward and back here, definitely not side to side. So just a little whisper of effort there through the obliques. Keep cinching the waistline in and just making sure that you're really turning or leading that rotation from the pelvis. Okay, we're gonna add on here. So we're turning and now take the arm down, up, down, and then forward. Turn. Move the arm. I'm not coming out of it, notice. I'm staying back here. I'm not rising up in the center. I'm building endurance through the core by staying in this curve. Take it back. Bring it forward. Take it back. And last, turn the hips. And then let's come down. Take the right leg straight up. Go ahead and give it a pull here and just allow the hamstring to stretch. Flex that foot. Point, 1 more, flex and point. Leave the leg by itself. This one stays straight, this one can bend. Let's take a large circle. So I'm trying to be pretty stable here in my pelvis. A little movement is okay. Really just trying to mobilize this hip. 7. And we're gonna reverse the leg. So out, around, up. And 2, 3. So keep holding that leg up. 6, 7. And let's put the foot down right into the opposite leg. So let's give it a nice little stretch first. Flex the ankle and point. Flex, point. And then let's let it do its thing. So nice and big here. 2, 3. So the work is in bringing the leg up and over your navel. 6. And 1 more here. We're going in the opposite direction. So you want to have a lot of space between that thigh bone and the hip socket. So keep reaching your foot up and away from your middle. 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and bend the knees in. Let's get a little side to side and rock all the way up. We're gonna just roll right over, hands and knees, going into our calf stretch. I like to curl the toes under to stretch the feet, rounding the spine up, angry cat shape, lengthening from the tail, mid back, upper, head looks last. Curling under as we flex the spine. Releasing as we find extension. Again, tucking under and roll up. Releasing. 1 more. Flex. And all right, go right into the center, finding a neutral position. We're gonna do a standard bird dog. Left leg steps back, Right arm is forward just beside the ear. Let's take that left leg and bring it up. We're gonna keep our back in neutral. Whole elbow and knee, reach. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hold. Now, we're gonna take the elbow to the knee and add a flexion of the spine. Straight, round, straight. So every time I'm sending those arm and leg back with purpose. Reach actively. 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Take it side, center. So as I'm sending my leg out to the side, make sure the knee and toe point straight down at the floor. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right leg goes back, toes down, so we make sure those hips are parallel. Left arm goes up. Stay neutral here. Elbow, knee, reach. 2. You want to just look straight down at the floor. Keep your neck in neutral as well. 6, 7. Hold. We're going to take it across. Reach. Slight rotation in the thoracic spine there. As you bring your elbow towards the knee. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold it here. Remember, the foot stays pointed down. We take the leg out to the side, try to maintain the hip height here as it travels side. 6, 7, and 8. Hands and knees down, keep those toes curled under. Let's just hover the knees off the ground. Tuck the hips, return. Tuck. 3. So just isolating the lower abs here. 5, 6. One more. Push up into a nice downward dog. Just pedal the feet. Stretch out those calf muscles. Okay, we're gonna go from a nice downward dog, shift right over, plank. Downward dog, plank. 3, 4, and stretch, and core. 7, 8, we'll go to 10 here. 9, and we're gonna hold. I'm gonna walk my feet in just a little bit closer. Okay, reach opposite hand, 2 hands. Opposite, and reach. So that subtle change here in our balance should trigger those core muscles into action. And reach. How about 2 more each way? Reach. Reach. 1 more. Okay, walk our hands out right into your plank. Super, super, super slow motion all the way to the bottom on 10 count. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open up your legs towards the corners of the mat. Go ahead and lift your chest and lower. Lift the upper back and lower. Again, coming up and lower down. Now bring your arms at your sides. Roll those shoulders and chest open. Lift and lower. So really just concentrating on those postural muscles in our upper thoracic spine. And lower. Come a little bit forward here. So our hands are right under our shoulder or our forehead here. We're gonna lift and lower. Lift. 1 more, we're gonna stay up. Twist, 1 elbow goes down, 1 goes up. Center. Twist. So I'm just mobilizing that upper thoracic spine, keeping your hips down on the ground. and turn. Turn. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a shell. So we get a nice rounded back here. It's kind of like a child's pose, holding a beach ball. Bring both hands over to one edge. You get a nice lateral bend here. Hands go to the opposite side. And we pull. And then we're up. Go ahead and crouch. So I'm gonna walk my feet toward the edges of the mat, and a little side to side here feels good usually on your hips. And get into a spot where you can try to keep your feet flat down. Let's press into the elbows and into the inner thighs and lift our chest up. So getting a nice inner thigh stretch, hips. If you need to keep rocking here side to side, trying to get your feet flat. All right, we're gonna bring our hands down, straighten the legs, and let's do a little shift side to side. Getting that stretch all over those inner thighs. Let the crown of the head fall down towards the ground. And then move those legs so the feet are a bit more parallel. All right, we're gonna take one foot and step it forward. Put your fingers down towards the ground, trying to straighten both legs. And I want you to lengthen your back and then round. So if lengthening means you need to come up here to this thigh, do that. Nice straight back and then round. Either fingertips to the floor or rise up to that thigh and down. I'll just take a step forward here to change positions. So you're trying to straighten out this front leg and then lengthen. Maybe you come to the thigh, get a nice straight back, and then melt over that forward leg, coming up to that elongated spine, and melt it down, and up, and then lower it down. Go ahead and take a sideways position on your mat, and turn the toes apart. Go ahead and bend so that you're bending towards one knee and straightening the opposite leg, and then over to the opposite side. And we'll do that again. And again. One more. Nice side stretch here. So this is dynamic because we're moving. And then let's go ahead and have a seat. So our legs are going to be straight in front of us. Let's flex those feet up. We're going to reach forward. See if you can place the toes right at the wrists and go down the foot with your hand and let your head fall down towards the ground. We tend to quad, like grip here. So try to relax the muscles of the leg as you just fold it forward. We're going to go right into a roll up from here. You're tucking the tail under, down, and then rising all the way back up. Get that nice stretch every time. We're often so interested in just doing the core work associated with Pilates that we sort of gloss over all the wonderful parts that are stretchy, trying to make them really apparent in this workout. So we get a nice core strengthening on the way up. Get this stretch, so pull back here as you reach forward. So you always want that sense of opposition. 4, and reach forward. Scoop and under down. 3, 2, and one more time. All the way up, hang forward. And when we're up, opening the legs towards the edges of the mat. Let's bring our hands behind the head this time. So we're really concentrating on seated upright. Don't slouch here. Nice and tall. Dorsiflex those feet. We twist 1, 2, 3, center. 1, 2, 3, middle, 1, 2, 3, center, 1, 2, 3. Again, turn, 2, 3, middle, 1, 2, 3, and middle. We're going all the way down again. Bring those legs up. And scoop over here. We're gonna be right on our mat. So tabletop, we've got to make sure we're in an imprinted position. Let's bring those hands behind the head. We'll start here. Single legs, toe tap. So we're maintaining this imprinted position through our lumbar spine, and we're just having a reciprocal action of the legs. One's traveling up while one's traveling down. Neither are causing our back to lift off the floor. So maybe you're gonna stay here. This might be appropriate. Otherwise, if you're ready for more challenge, the legs are a team. They go down together and up together. And up. Down and up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go in the reverse direction. So rather than just going down, we're going to come up and up. So we've got your hands behind the head that pins the arms down and keeps you from using them. So if you need to, put your arms at your sides. Just try to clear the tail off the floor. Okay, full range. Tap, tabletop, and up. Tap, and up. So still being aware of what's happening in the upper back and neck and shoulders. We want to leave all that down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, keeping the legs here, opposite shoulder must stay down. We're going to take the legs to the one side, pull through the center, and right over to the other side. So the weight of the body is pulling directly into the obliques. We want to try to keep the opposite shoulder, really both, but you're going to feel one side trying to lift. So concentrate on really pressing both of the shoulder blades firmly into the ground. Feel that stretch to the waist. So this is one of those perfect examples of strength and stretch in one. So we're allowing the lengthening of the muscle to happen, but we gotta really contract it to pull it back to the center. All right, let's go ahead and put those legs down. Okay, notice my feet are not super close into the bottom, a little bit of distance there, and we just crunch, crunch. So this is like an ab prep. You're just taking your rib cage forward down your body towards the hips. 4, 3, 1 more here. All right, tabletop those legs. Go ahead and crunch up. One of the legs goes out. Change. So keep drawing the navel down toward the spine. 5, 6, 7. Hold it there. Twist, twist. So I'm not going super quickly. We are slow, slow. 10, 9, 8. So don't pull that leg in closer than over the hip. Both shoulders towards the knee. 1 more each way. Hold it tabletop. Grab the back of the thighs. Punch up a little higher. Reach. Come around, grab, lift. Lengthen, around, crunch. So we have dropped the speed of our workout for this ab series. So we slow burn these abs. Inhale, crunch. I'm never taking my upper back down. I'm just trying to get a little higher as I finish there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs go up. 1, 2, 1, 2. 3/4 all. 3/4 all the way. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now pause it here. Flex the feet. See how that changes the stretch. Core doesn't change, that's still working. You just gotta stretch the calf and the hamstring here a little more so. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. Both legs up, head and shoulders come down. Lift. 2, 3, 4. We're going to 10. Keep those legs up. 9, and we're gonna hold the crunch. Legs on 3, 2, 1. Lift. Lower. 2, 3. Lift. So when the legs come back up, can you get the hips off? 2, 3. Maybe a little reverse crunch if you're feeling it today. 2, 3. Lift. How about 3 more? 2, 3, 3. Exhaling up. 2. And 1. Grab those legs. Bend the knees. And put your feet on each edge of the mat. Let the legs sway side to side. Just opening up the front of the hip flexors and the quads. We're gonna turn over onto our sides, and I'm gonna come right to the front edge of the mat. We're gonna take both arms overhead, and let's do a little side bending here. So what I usually see when people come up is they immediately kick back. Try to keep your shoulders, ribs, and hips stacked, and we're gonna come up here, okay? Head and feet stay up. Roll to your back, and then turn other side, balance. Onto the back, turn to the front, and we turn again. Middle, side, middle, side. So head and feet are trying to stay about the same height throughout our little roll. Let's get one more. Back, side, and side. Go ahead and lower down. I'm gonna just bring my body back a little so my back edge of the mat aligns with my back and my legs are angled forward. Let your head rest on your arm. Feet are dorsiflexed. We bring the front top leg forward twice, and once in the back. 1, 2, 1 in the back. Kick, kick, sweep. Kick, kick, sweep. 4, and back. 3, and back. 2, and 1 more. 1, and back. Now I'm gonna take a giant circle. We did hip circles at the beginning of our workout. This feels different because we have to really lift it up against gravity. And 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, straight line with the body and the legs. Make sure you can see your toes, so peek down there. Top leg up and down. Point it up, flex. Inhale and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Little circles. So really trying to lock down the obliques here, keeping your body still. 5, 6, and reversing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and we hold. Now, bottom leg meets the top leg, down together. Top leg, bottom, down. As you bring your leg up, see if you can connect the heels together, not just the toes. It's a little harder with the heels connected. 4 more, up up and down, up, up, down. Last two. And up, up. Legs as a team, lift. When your hand is right here, you should feel these muscles, especially the one under the thumb. 5, 6, 7, 8. Take the top arm on the thigh. We lift and lower. So we're just folding right in half. See if you can get your head up to the same height as the feet. And up. 4 to go, please. 4, 3, 1 more. And lower, bend that knee in the front and enjoy a nice spine twist as a reward. We're gonna make our way over to the other side. Finding the front edge of your mat first. We're on our side. So, both of the arms overhead. Sometimes the sides are not the same. So, you're gonna hover. Head and feet are trying to be the same height. We go onto our backs, and then again we turn. Hold. Onto our backs. And turn. 5 more. Onto our backs. Hollow hold. Turn. Squeezing your glutes there as you find your body balancing on its side. You gotta get a nice straight line. Onto your backs. And turn. Onto your back. Let's get 2 more, I think. Back and side. Woo. Back. And 1 more, make it clean. So really keep it under control. We gotta go back and take a break. All right, I'm scooting back here a little bit. Align your back to the back edge of the mat. Feet angle forward, rest your hand on your waist. Feet are in dorsiflexion. Here we go. 1, 2, and back. So we are getting this nice hamstring stretch as this leg comes in the front, but we're not going so far that we can't keep the rest of the body stationary. You should feel a lot of work in the obliques here as the leg comes forward. 1, 2. Keeping your hip height is half the challenge, so try not to drop the height of that leg. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Last, and good. Now, straight line. Oh, just kidding. Sorry. Bring the legs back. We're gonna do the big leg circle. Big, and 2, 3. Feel the core work. You still don't want the leg drop below hip height. 5, 6, 7. 1 more. All right, now you find that straight line. Toe, heel. So you still want the leg to remain neutral, which means the knee and the toe point straight ahead. And down. Use that inner thigh muscle on the way down, pressing into thick air. 4, 3, 2, and we're holding it, circling, not bigger than a dinner plate. Try to get behind the foot that's on the ground, drawing your circles evenly in front of and behind the bottom foot. 6, 7, and reversing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and we hold it. Now that one stays top, bottom, down, top, bottom. We're trying to touch those heels together, remember? Top, bottom, and down. 4 to go. Up, up, down. You should feel this all over this top thigh and hip. Up, up. Last, up, up. Now the legs are a team. Up. Notice how much harder that is to get them both at the same time. 3, 4. Keep your hips stacked. 6, 7, and 8. Okay, straighten the arms, straighten the arm, adding the upper body. We fold just in half here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Hold it here and then lower down. Go ahead and bend the knee and enjoy your stretch. Go ahead and roll right over onto your stomach from here. Arms are forward, legs are behind you in parallel. I want you to press your hips and your ribs down into the ground and then hover the arms and legs. Make a big X with the body and then bring the fingers to touch and the toes to touch. Open, close. You'll find that this opening is almost the rest. That's the easy part. Bringing it together without dropping the height of the hands or the feet. That's the challenge. 4, together, 3, together, 2, and one more, and then hold it together. So trying to keep the feet up, the fingers together, 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, shoulders down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break, push back into a nice shell stretch. So I love tucking the toes under so we get the fascia of the feet stretching too. And then go ahead and bring the legs around to the front. We're gonna prop up on our forearms here. So we don't wanna round to the back. You wanna elongate the spine in a neutral position, keeping a slight imprint sensation. And let's bring those legs up as a team tabletop. We're gonna draw circles using the knees around and up, and then we change the direction. Inhale and exhale around. Inhale and exhale around. 4, 3, so the hard part here is in keeping your back nice and long, straight, and hold here. Let's get those legs out longer. So it gets a little harder with longer limbs. Still trying to keep your back nice and straight. 4, 5, 6, one more. Okay, last progression. My hands are wider than the mat, but I'm trying to keep my upper back nice and straight. It is much harder. Woo. And around. Inhale down and exhale up. Changing directions every time you're at the top. One more each way, please. Around and up. Around and up. And just stretch forward. Go ahead and roll legs together all the way down. We're gonna bring our back to that imprint position, tabletop with the legs. Let's take those legs out on a high diagonal and as low as your working level. The legs go behind, touch the floor if you can, lift to hip height with distance apart, dorsiflex at the ankles, and then travel down through the center of the back. Legs come together, and again. So we're getting a whole bunch of things happening here. Obviously the abdominal work to lift the weight of the lower body. We're getting a stretch through the spine. We're getting the stretch through the hamstrings as you take the legs over. We're opening in the shoulders to shoulder extension. Try not to swing the legs. Go with control. Nice fluid movement. 3 more. 3. This is one of my favorite exercises. You really feel it working, but it also just feels so good on the back. 1 more. As you come down this time, just follow the legs and stretch right through the center of the legs. Bend those knees. We're going to go about hip distance apart. Neck full prep. Hands are behind the head. This doesn't mean we bring our head down. It means we think of sort of pulling the head up off the shoulders. We begin with a nice straight back. Curl the hips and roll halfway, stop, breathe in and hold. And then exhale, we dive to the thighs. And then inhale, we stack up, start again. Exhale, we roll. Stay, over the thighs, and then up. So this is much harder than that half roll back where we started. The arms make this one harder. Those arms are heavier than you think. Again, roll, stay, dive, and up. So we're gonna progress to the full neck pull. So we're trying to maintain a nice straight back as long as humanly possible. So we hinge until we have to roll. Now good luck, hands stay behind the head. And we go all the way over, dive towards the thighs, and then build it up. Get a nice straight back as you lean. Now, totally okay if you need to do a regular roll up to get forward and concentrate on just that hinging on the way down, okay? Much harder to keep the hands behind the head so that you just work up to it. Let's try 3 more. Create length, space between the vertebrae. And all the way up. Make sure you're not really pulling the head with the arms. You are moving and leading with the trunk muscles. Ooh, they're getting harder. As I'm getting tired, 2 more. Hinge back and roll. How about 1 more? Make this one your best. Only do 1 more, so give it your all. Here we go. All the way up. And we're tall. Arms go to T. Legs open towards the edges of the mat. We're going to that soft reach. A bit more dynamic than the stretch we began with. Reach. So again, notice that the palm flips in the back hand. So we get that rotation of the shoulder. Inhale, exhale, in, middle, turn, reach. This one feels good too. They all feel good. And reach. Up. 1 more. Turn. Reach. Up. And middle. Let's bring those knees bent and together. So when we press the thighs together, it actually assists with the core. So we're gonna do our teaser prep. Feet close in, super challenging. So bring the feet a little further away. We're going all the way down. Okay. You can either start here or with your arms overhead. Caution, if they begin here, please don't whip them forward as momentum. So you're gonna try to keep your feet on the ground. Arms slowly rise, head, neck, and shoulders follow. We come up. Now notice I'm staying back. I'm not coming all the way up here. I'm staying back. My curve is down in the bottom for sure. And then I'm gonna elongate the upper back. And then I'm gonna round, and I go back down. Arms lead, inhale. Exhale, the rest of you follows. Inhale, and then exhale, we're down. Inhale, arms, neck, and head. Rolling up, and then we're up. And slowly lower down. Arms, head, neck, and shoulders. We come up, stay. Arms only, so that's enough to challenge those upper abs. Inhale, arms. Exhale, forward. Arms, forward. 3, 2, 1, and we're going all the way back down. Now, keep the legs exactly as they were, except straighten one leg. I'm gonna keep my thighs side by side. Here we go. Arms, we roll up like you're gonna touch the toe, and then you stack back. And I'm just keeping that foot in dorsiflexion to promote length through the back of my leg. You can point it if you like. Up and down. 1 more. Straighten. All the way down, switching those legs, thighs next to thighs. Reach for that leg, shoulders back. Roll it down. Up. Down. 1 more. All right, we gotta do the legs together. Long legs on the ground. Squeeze the glutes, abs, thighs. Up, legs. And come down. Let's hover. All the way up. Down into a hover. 3 more. 3. Straighten the back at the top. 2. 1. And just lay down. Just stretch over those legs. All right, turn over onto your belly. Let your head rest on your arm. Bend the knee, grab the foot with the same side hand. And let's just press the hip into the ground. It's a nice hip flexor quadriceps stretch. Change. So make sure those knees come in close to the center. Relax the head and neck, shoulders. Open the legs to the corners of the mat. Press into the ground and lift the chest. And lower. 2 more. Up. This is our last one, guys. Shoulders down, lift. And then let's take a nice shell stretch here. Curl those toes under, rounding the backs. And then go ahead and sit back on your feet. Roll the shoulders up and back here a couple of times. All right, sculpt and stretch. Hope you're feeling amazing. I am long and limber, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.